key 5 things you need to buy your car today. Not tomorrow, not next week. Well, probably a couple months from now, but you know what I'm saying. If you go in there with a 400 credit score, they're gonna laugh at you. Get out.
Bitch, I'm a star, got these niggas wishing. He say he hungry, this pussy the kitchen. Yeah, that's my doubt, he gon' sit down and listen. Call him a trick and he don't get a holler. Bitch, I'm a star, got these niggas wishing. He say he hungry, this pussy the kitchen. Yeah, that's my doubt, he gon' sit down and listen. Call him a trick and he don't get offended. He know he giving his money to make it.
What's up, millionaires? It's your favorite Shanice Millions, and today I got another great video for y'all. I see that you guys love my car content, whether it be my decorate my car with me or my getting my first car at 19. So today I'm gonna give you guys 5 life essential tips on buying your first car before you're 18 or before you're 20 or whenever this applies to you. So without further ado, we're gonna get right into the video. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Become a millionaire, baby. Stop waiting around. Hit the button. It's right here or right here. One of these places. It's all good vibes up here. Nothing but millionaires. Become a part of the team. Period. So before we get started on today's video, I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to today's sponsor, which is Ana Luisa Jewelry. I know you guys see my little dainty jewelry, okay? And the ears, yeah, they got the ears right too. A cute little matching set and a bracelet. I'm gonna give you guys all the details, the close-ups, and everything that you need to know about Ana Luisa Jewelry, and a cute little discount code that you guys can apply to your next purchase. So the first thing I have from Ana Luisa Jewelry would be the matching earring and necklace set. It looks like 4-leaf clovers and it has like a cute little silver diamond in the middle. I would like to add that these items come separately, but I just decided to pair them together. They're all about stacking your jewelry, making things mix and match, but you can always wear it to your liking. I thought this would be perfect for the upcoming season because it's just so dainty and cute. And one thing about me, baby, I love me some gold jewelry. So the first thing I want you guys to know about this company is they craft high quality jewelry at very low affordable prices. It's not gonna break your pockets to go check them out, spend a couple dollars, especially with the holiday season coming up. So the next item I have is this cute like Cuban link bracelet. Now where I'm from, Cuban links are a rite of passage. Everybody, uncle, auntie, mama, brother, sister, daddy, everybody has a cute little Cuban link bracelet or necklace or whatever the case may be, and I thought this would just be perfect. Another thing about these items, they do not tarnish. It's not going to change colors or anything like that. They're very lightweight, and one thing I would like to add about this bracelet, it is very slim girl friendly. And when I say that, I mean like, y'all, anytime I wear bracelets or like watches or anything like that, I always have to get extra links taken out, or I just say forget it altogether because my wrist is so small and sometimes it's so embarrassing to have the watch or the bracelet dangling off my wrist. But look at this. Look at it. Look at it. It's not going anywhere, okay? It's very cute, and I honestly wanted to double it as an anklet, but I did try to fit it around my anklet and it was too small for my ankle. So we're gonna stick to the bracelet, but it's adorbs and I absolutely love it. Another thing about this company, they are completely carbon neutral, and what that means is all of their products, packaging, and everything that will be sent to you is completely harmless to the environment. And lastly, Ana Luisa provides jewelry that is completely stackable. You can mix and match all your pieces. They're all gonna look great. From dainty to chunky jewelry, they have everything you need. Go check them out and use my discount code Shanice Millions10. I'll leave it here at the bottom of the screen, and I'll also put it down in the description box below. I'll also leave the direct links to all the pieces I have on as well. And one more time, I want to say thank you, Ana Luisa Jewelry, for sponsoring this video. So now, baby, I'm gonna get into all the nitty-gritty details on what you need to buy your first car, but I'm gonna categorize it into 5 steps, like the key 5 things you need to buy your car today, not tomorrow, not next week, well, probably a couple months from now, but you know what I'm saying. I did drop a lot of gems in my buying my first car at 19 video, and you guys loved that video. You guys ran that video up. It's almost at 15,000 views, so I want to say thank you so much for that. And I just decided, why not make another longer video? I know it's well overdue, just like my car decoration video. I'm gonna link that up here for you guys to go watch after this video, but better late than never. We're here now, so let's just get into it. Okay. Number 1, who's calling me? Why folks always want to call me when I'm editing? Number 1, baby, this is probably gonna sound so cliche, but you need to have the right mindset, okay? You have to be willing to give up fun to make funds, okay? I'm gonna say it again. You have to miss out on fun with your homegirls, going to the beach, going to the club every Thursday night because it's ladies' night. I'm a victim. I'm a victim. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta miss out on splurging, you gotta miss out on shopping, you gotta miss out on the party this Saturday weekend. You have to miss out on those things and go to work. Yeah. You gotta clock in, baby. You gotta put time in at that workhouse. You gotta put time into your business. You gotta put time into whatever makes you money, whatever your source of income is. You gotta put time into that and realize that that's what's gonna get you to the things that you want. Missing out on those things, it's gonna come back. That party that play that same music every Saturday night, gonna play the same music next Saturday, the Saturday after that, and the next 10 Saturdays after that. You gotta realize that stuff don't matter. It don't. It really does not matter. Miss out on fun to make funds. Period. Next, I wanna say, do not let social media fool you. Okay? Don't look at all these people who have the big stacks of money to their ear and the, 2022 Benz at 18 years old and buying their first apartment at 19. Don't let that stuff get in your head. Of course that's where you're going to be. Of course everybody wants to succeed and be in a place and emotion of success. But just like it took them time to get where they are, it's going to take you time to get where you are. Period. Do not let social media get you into the mindset of, oh my gosh, I have to get this today. Oh my gosh, they driving in Benzes, they driving in Lexus, and they driving da-da-da. Who cares? Your journey is for you. And guess who it's only for? You. Okay? You gotta have a vision. That's what you gotta have. If you don't have the vision, you'll never have a plan. One of my favorite Bible verses right now is Proverbs 16:9. Let me not get it wrong because I just studied it. Your heart deviseth your way, but the Lord maketh your plans. And what that means is your heart will tell you what you want. Obviously, the goal of this video, you want a car. You know what I'm saying? You know that's the vision. That's what you want. You know what you want. You know the end goal, but you don't know how to get there just yet. God is going to give you the steps. God is going to tell you, listen, you need to stop hanging out with them this weekend. Put some money up. Stay in the house. Stop ordering food every Friday night. You know what I'm saying? God is going to tell you the itty bitty things that you need to do that matter, that you don't even think of. That's going to elevate you and get you to that next step. You know what I mean? He's going to give you the plan, but you got to have the vision. Okay? Habakkuk 2:2. Write the vision and make it plain. Period. Yeah. We love an educated Christian girl. We do. Okay, moving on. Next, once you have that plan, once God gives you that plan and that, blueprint on what you need to do moving forward, set your goal. Okay? I know that kind of sounds backward from what I just said, but at this point in time, you need to have a goal. If you know it's going to take you a few months, or if you know that your birthday coming up at the end of the year, like me, for example, I'm a Sagittarius, Sag gang coming up, period. So last year when I bought my car, I made it 100% clear I wanted to have my car before I went into the new year. I said it in my last video. And gracefully enough, I was blessed enough to get my car before my birthday, like 2 or 3 weeks before my birthday. So you need to have a goal, because having goals with no deadline, it just don't make sense. Why would you say I want to get a car and then wait 4, 5, 6 months till you get a car? No, put a deadline on it. Put a stamp on it. This we need to have this done by. Okay? Number 2 on the list, I have save. So number 1, clearly have a source of income. Self-explanatory. Number 2, sacrifice now to succeed later. That means sacrifice getting your hair done. Baby, you do not need that lace. That HD 13x6 lace front, 613, you don't need it. Sir, that haircut that you get every 2 weeks for $50, you don't need it. You don't need it right now. Because when you get your car, it's going to be so easy to just drive to your nail appointment, drive to your hair appointment, go pick up that wig from homegirl down the street. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be way easier for you to acquire those things without having to ask anybody, without spending excessive money on Uber to get you to and from places. I told y'all when I didn't have a car, it took me like $35 to $40 every day, 5 days a week to get to and from work. Number 3 is do the math, okay? So this goes into having a plan. By do the math, I mean see how much you can afford. Like, take out your daily expenses. So I'm gonna use myself as an example again. It took me about $35 every day to get me to and from work. Okay, so that means if I know I get paid every 2 weeks, and I know roughly this is how much it costs me to take, I'm gonna add up all of that every day. $35 times what's that? 14 days for 2 weeks. I'm gonna add it up. I'm gonna put that to the side. That's the money I'm gonna use. What else? I might buy myself something to eat here and there. I'm gonna put aside what? Another $100 for 2 weeks. Boom. Everything else does not matter. It doesn't matter. Budget out exactly what you need to spend money on, not what you want to spend money on, and put it to the side. That's what's going to separate you and elevate you right now to fast track you and get you on the path to buying your car soon. sooner, you know what I mean? So yeah, see what you can afford and see what you can put in your savings. Okay, so recap for that section. Saving, you need a source of income, sacrifice now to succeed later, and budget. Number 3 is going to be research. Okay, so that means you need to research on YouTube and Google cars that interest you. Okay, and if you guys see me looking down, I'm looking at my notes right here. But you need to use YouTube, Google, anything that you know you search things on. You need to use that to your advantage. Okay, turn off Netflix, turn off your favorite YouTuber for a second, and look into what type of car you want, what model, what make it is, maybe what color you want. Look into the year. The year is very, very important because the older the car is, it might not be as good or might not be as updated as, you know, newer cars, obviously. My personal preference and my recommendation will be Car Gurus. I searched on Car Gurus like every night. It's sad how much I be on Car Gurus. Like, it's so sad. I was on Car Gurus like every night for 3-4 months straight, looking up new cars until I finally decided exactly what car I wanted. At first, I wanted a Honda Civic hatchback. Then I wanted a Nissan Altima. Yeah, I was gonna be one of them. I was gonna be a Nissan Altima girl. I was. It's okay. I ain't afraid to admit it. It's just a lot of cars. Then I wanted a Volkswagen. I just thought for sure I wanted a Volkswagen until I did the next thing I'm about to tell y'all, which is once you have a few ideas of what cars you want, go to the dealership and ask to test drive them. This is gonna actually put you in the atmosphere to know and understand, I don't like that car at all. I don't. Or maybe, damn, this car nice as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love this car. You know what I'm saying? I could see myself pulling off the lot in this with the keys in my hand. You know what I'm saying? That's what's really going to put you in the mindset of, I love it or I hate it. So yeah, look for dealers near you and make appointments to test drive the cars. So next, what you want to do is get opinions and prices from all the dealers. Once you have picked maybe like 2 or 3 cars, maybe I'm gonna say at least 5, maybe like 4 or 5 cars that you know that you like and you test drove them, get prices. The prices are normally on the window, but don't ever believe that price, because when they sit you down and add the taxes and dealer fees and all that other extra stuff, it's gonna be way more than it is than what's advertised on the car window. So look at that price, see what they can do for you, and at this point I'm gonna give y'all a tip. They should not run your credit, and we're gonna talk about credit in a little bit. They should 100% not run your credit to see what your monthly payment is going to be, what your potential interest rate is going to be. You can give them a ballpark number and say, yeah, my credit is such and such. Obviously give them a little realistic, but you don't have to give them the exact, you know, answer or number, because once you give that to them, they're going to use that to their advantage, and that's when they're going to try to hit you over the head. Okay, I told y'all, if you're a female like me and you're buying your car on your own with no co-signer like I did, take a guy with you. Okay, he doesn't have to know much about cars, but take him with you just in case, because men and women at dealerships, but especially men, they feed off the fact that they think that you are not educated, because personally I wasn't educated, but they feed off of that. They want you to be not as educated so that way they can throw all these little hidden fees in there and make you pay way more for the car than you actually should have. They shouldn't have to run your credit for you to just know simple basic numbers like your car note and interest and all that stuff. They shouldn't have to do that. So number 4 on the list, we have narrow it down. Once you've decided on the car you like the most or the car you're going to get the best deal on, it's time for you to run your credit. So with your credit, you need to know how credit works. And I don't mean you have to know like everything about credit, but you have to know at least what your score is, obviously, because that is what's going to determine your interest rate. Having great credit will reduce your car note, and I think it has something to do with your insurance. I could be completely wrong. I'm not sure if it has something to do with your insurance, but I know for a fact it has everything to do with buying the car itself, because your credit score is a reflection of how responsible you are with money. So baby, if you go in there with a 400 credit score, they're gonna laugh at you. Get out. Okay, they're gonna laugh at you. They're gonna pay you no mind. You want this 2019 car, baby, go try somebody else with a 400 credit score. You know what I mean? And you don't have to have the best credit. You don't have to have a 700 credit score, but a little, you know, 600, 650, somewhere between 600 and 700. I would definitely recommend having somewhere between like a 600 and 700, because being realistic, most of y'all watching this are probably teenagers, and if you are older watching this, there's nothing wrong with that, but try to push for like high 600s, like almost 700. That plays the biggest factor in everything. This will also determine if you need a co-signer or not on your car. So I did not need a co-signer on my car, and I don't have one, thank God. But That really depends. I know a lot of my friends who have had bad experiences with having their parents as their co-signer. Like, that's just a personal thing. Like, I know me personally, I wouldn't want anybody else's name on my car because, baby, it's mine. My mama don't pay my car notes, so why would I have her name on the car? But if I needed her name on the car, that's just something I would have to deal with. You know what I'm saying? At that point, she would be able to take the car if she wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And that's just not a headache that you want to deal with. But if you have a great relationship with somebody who's willing to put their name on your car to help you get it, by all means, go for it. It's not as bad as... It's not a bad thing unless it's a bad thing. You know what I mean? Your insurance depends on your state and your age. So I know when you're younger, if you're a young male, baby, they gonna hit you right over the head. They gonna hit you so hard you gonna wake up tomorrow. Okay, insurance is such, I don't know, it depends on where you live. Like in the state of Florida, you are required to have insurance before you pull off the lot. You can't even buy the car. You literally cannot buy the car if you don't have insurance. Now I do know there are some ways to get around that, but y'all ain't hear it from me. But if you go to an official dealership, they will not let you buy the car without knowing that you have a plan for insurance. So that's another thing that you may have to get on your parents' insurance with. Again, I do not have anybody on my insurance. It's just me. I have a very affordable rate. The insurance company ultimately decides if you're able to get on your own insurance or if you need to go under your parents' insurance. So that can be very, very expensive depending on where you live and especially depending on how old you are. But again, having insurance is crucial because if you get hit as soon as you pull out the parking lot, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Exactly. Okay, so this last thing is key. Okay, make the dealers wait. Okay, they work for you. I felt so pressured and I felt so like, oh my gosh, I gotta get my car today, or oh my gosh, we've been here for 5 hours and I still haven't had any updates to my car. I could tell my salesman is getting aggravated or annoyed with me. Who cares? Who cares? Honestly, they work for you. So baby, I don't care if I'm here for 9 hours. I don't care if I'm here for your whole shift. I'm gonna need help and I'm gonna need answers, especially if this is your first time buying a car. Now me, I didn't do that intentionally at first, but afterwards my dad had to tell me, like, Shanice, that's what you're supposed to do, okay? Because let me tell y'all something. When you make them wait a day or two, or I'm gonna say about 2 days. My recommendation would be to make them wait about 1 to 2 days. And this is why. When you make them wait, they're gonna call you. You buying the car is a reflection of how much money that salesman makes, okay? I don't know if I worded that correctly, but the money that you're gonna put for your down payment, I think that has something to do with like how much your salesman gets paid. But either way it goes, they're gonna call you. They're gonna call you the next day. Hey, did you realize, did you make a decision on if you want this car or not? You know, they might tell you, oh, well, somebody else is here to buy it, which 9 times out of 10, they're probably not. But you know, they just gonna get you on the phone. We wanna know if there's anything we can do to get you to come back, any other numbers we can work out, something else that we can do to help this process move a little faster. We know you were here all day yesterday, blah, blah, blah. Baby, they want your money. They do. They a fiend for it, okay? Because salesmen are sneaky. They're really, really sneaky. They should be calling your phone the next day, okay? And if they're not, I guarantee you by the time you walk back into that dealership the next day, they're gonna have a better offer for you. They're gonna be so desperate to get a sale out of you that they're gonna be willing to cut you a deal or lower the price on something. You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to make them wait, because in the end, it's always gonna give you a better result. Number 5, ask for proof of everything, okay? Like I just said, salesmen are so sneaky. When I went to buy my car, I remember him telling me that I'm going to have a 12% interest rate. And I called my dad and I was like, Daddy, he said I'm going to have a 12% interest rate. I don't know what that means. And my dad explained to me what interest was. And then when he said 12%, let me tell you something, Shanice, tell that man no. Okay? Tell him no. You have power in saying no. You have a right to say no. And granted, it's up to you whether you want to buy that car or not. It's up to them to give you the best deal on the car. But it's up to you whether or not you're going to purchase the car or find somebody else to give you a better deal and who's not going to play with your time, okay? Or take advantage of you at that. My dad told me, he said, listen to me. It's going to be a little hard because I know you're so excited about getting this car. I know you're there, you know, amped up, ready to go out the door. But tell him no, okay? And if he has a problem with you saying no and makes it seem like that you're not going to get a better deal anywhere else, tell him, no problem, you have a great day, and you leave the dealership. And I was like, Daddy, but I really like this car. Like, this supposed to be my car. I don't care what nobody else say, that's my car outside. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was, in my head, it was already mine. He was like, listen to me, Shanice. Tell that man no, And if he tells you there's nothing else he can do for you, leave. And I guarantee he gonna have another answer for you. So I did it. I stuck it out. I told him no. I had my game face on, yeah, poker face. Had my business face on. My daddy told me to tell you no. Okay, I ain't say it like that. I ain't say it like that. But I did tell him no. Like, point blank period. I told him, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. I think my exact words were, yeah, no, that's not gonna work. What else can you do for me? And he said, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. We already ran your credit twice. I don't know. I said, okay, well, come back to me with a better deal, or I'm just going to have to go somewhere else. He said, okay, let me see what I can do for you. So then he came back and told me, great news. Another financing company said they're going to give it to you for 7% interest. And I said, okay, that's way better. So I called my daddy, and my daddy said, okay, well, how long ago did he tell you that? I said, like 5 minutes. He said, okay, ask to see it in writing, because I don't believe it. When I tell you this was like mind-boggling for me to ask my salesman, because he didn't think that I would ask him, okay, well, let me see it on paper. You know what I'm saying? And then he just didn't show it to me. He said, okay, well, let me do something else. Hold on, let me go check on something else right quick. That's how I knew it wasn't real. Salesmen are going to lie to get you to sign the dotted line. Every time. If you don't come in there looking like you have some sense, they're gonna finesse you, okay? You need to have hard proof, paper proof of all the numbers he's giving you, all the prices, the breakdown. They're gonna give you a breakdown sheet of everything that goes into the total price that they're gonna give you at the end, okay? You need to see in paper your interest rate, your down payment, your monthly payment, everything that goes into you handing them money. You need to see in writing first, on paper first. A legal document, not just handwriting. I mean an actual document. That's what they're supposed to give you. So just don't believe the first numbers they give you. Never believe the first numbers they give you, because baby, there's always somebody else willing to give you a better deal. 9 times out of 10, that might be what you need to go with, okay? And step number 6, buy your car, period. So again, I want to say thank you guys for watching. Thank you so much to Ana Luisa for sponsoring this video. I love their pieces, and I know you guys will too. Do not forget to check them out using the description box below. Again, I'm going to link the direct links to my specific pieces, my earrings and my necklace and my cute little bracelet, yeah. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.